For your dropshipping business, you got to constantly do product research, whether it is on Amazon, on Google, on Etsy, on TikTok, on Facebook. You got to constantly do product research. This is how you actually know what's really happening in the industry, what clients are looking for, okay, what are the trends and whatnot. So in today's conversation, I want to explain to you how to do product research for your dropshipping business on TikTok, okay? So here are the steps I really want you to pay attention to. First thing first, you need to understand that TikTok has not been around for long. I mean, they just started like in 2016, but they're getting a lot of attention right now from marketers, from dropshippers in general, because the potential is there. Especially if you are targeting a younger audience, you really want to go after, you want to really analyze this platform really, big time and really seriously. I mean, TikTok allows users to create short videos with music or audio clips, which they can share with their friends on the platform. So first thing I want you to do here is to look at what other brands are doing. Because the thing here is that if you want to be a successful dropshipper, you need to actually not copy, but you want to mimic. You want to really see what's really happening, what the best of the best in your industry are doing. Because sometimes, you know what, you can learn from the best, okay? So the best way to learn about what's trending on TikTok is by watching what other brands are doing. For example, look up some of the most successful influencers on TikTok and see what types of products they post, okay? Because again, what the biggies of the industry are doing is actually telling you what really works, because those biggies, they do a lot of research. As a matter of fact, they have entire teams that do the research for them. So if they know something you don't know, you better really actually act upon their knowledge real fast. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love to have this sort of convos every now and then. I'm talking about dropshipping, product research through TikTok, through Facebook, through Amazon, through eBay and whatnot. Okay, so when you actually start looking at those big brands, what they're doing, you might notice that certain brands tend to use similar hashtags when posting their videos. This means that these hashtags may be popular among their followers. Therefore, you should also consider using them as well. Again, going back to what I just said, those biggies, those big brands, if they're doing stuff, you know they have information, they have intel that you may not have. So do not underestimate what they're doing. Very important. The second way to actually find winning products for your dropshipping business on TikTok is to look at the TikTok Ads Creative Center. Okay, and this is where the juice really is at. Why? Because when we talk about TikTok ads, you're talking about what really works. You're thinking about what consumers are looking for. What we're thinking about, what's really actually seizing the moment, what's creating buzz, right? And when it comes to dropshipping, you want to create buzz. You want to sell by attaching your products onto some kind of buzz, whether you create the buzz yourself or you actually parlay a buzz that's already in the industry. You want to attach your brand to it. So another great place to find ideas is the TikTok Ads Creative Center. So this tool on the platform allows you to search for specific keywords and phrases related to your brand. For example, let's say you sell shoes. You can tap shoes into the keyword box. Then you can choose whether you want to search for videos that include the word shoes. Okay, but honestly, based on our research, what we have seen here is that the gold nuggets is on the filters, where you can select the location, industry, objective, like, and duration. Think about it. Let's say you want to geo restrict your products. Let's say you're a dropshipping business, like your dropshipping store, actually want to focus on, let's say, TikTok users who live in Atlanta, Georgia. So you want to really sort of, or you want to, who live in Chicago, for example, or who live in Teaneck, New Jersey. I'm just taking a very, silly example here, but the point I'm trying to make here is that you have the filter, and the filter can actually help you zero in on the specific niche that you want, the specific audience that you want. Okay. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. I like to do this to contextualize or recontextualize the conversation we're having. So I'm explaining to you how to do product research for your dropshipping business on TikTok. So the thing here is that if you filter the results based on this criteria, location, industry, objective, like, and duration, what will happen here is that you can see which products are currently trending across different countries. The keyword here, different countries or different states. Okay. And one thing you need to understand here is that You can also select conversion as the objective. Otherwise, you may see random videos that are not used to promote products. So the goal should be conversion. So again, you want to really go there and see exactly what's working and what's not. The third way to do product research on for your dropshipping business on TikTok is to actually use Minia. So there are a lot of other platforms out there, but when we were doing research, we found that Minia is actually a great place to start your research at, because the platform, we love the fact that the platform gives you a holistic view of your dropshipping business in terms of the products that are trending. So Minia really offers many capabilities in terms of helping you. Now, Minia is kind of similar to Amazon/Google because it gives you a trending products. So we love that a lot. So overall, I want you to really check it out. It's basically a platform that allows you to spy on your competitors' TikTok ads. So when you really think about it, when you are able to spy on your rivals' TikTok ads, you are basically collecting intel yourself. Why? Because you are able to see what products they are promoting and how they're doing it. So here, right off the bat, you have two important pieces of information that are critical for your business: what products they are promoting and how they're doing it. Think about it. So right now, if you compare your own product catalog to what your competitors are having, you can say, okay, why am I selling this and they're selling that? Do they know something I don't know? Why am I selling this product and they're selling those products? Do they have something that they are trying to? Do they have an agenda here? Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is you want to see how they're promoting it. There are gazillion ways to promote a business, to promote a product, to promote a dropshipping item. Okay, so but how they're doing it will tell you a lot about their strategy. Will tell you a lot about their goal, their vision here. Okay, so whether they're using what type of ads, what format of ads they're using. So all these pieces of information are critical in giving you the proper information that you need to actually have your own strategy also. This is really important. So to use the Minia tool, simply tap the keyword you want to track, and Minia will show you all the matching ads that competitors have posted on TikTok. So this is kind of cool. Also, ensure to use the filters in order to sort the results according to the country, date, likes, e-commerce platform, and time. So the cool thing here is that the e-commerce platform can be important if you want to target a specific platform. So let's say Shopify or BigCommerce or WooCommerce or Wix or GoDaddy Commerce or Big Cartel. It really depends. Okay, so for example, if you see your competitors are using BigCommerce and you're using WooCommerce, why? The next thing I want you to do, if you want to do product research for your dropshipping business on TikTok, is to really find TikTok influencers. Now, when we talk about finding TikTok influencers, you got to be really careful here. Don't actually let those influencers razzle dazzle you, telling you that they want $1,000, they want $10,000 for you to promote, for them to promote your products, and blah 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 blah. Be very careful here, because finding influencers who promote your brand is another great way to gather data about your target audience. But you need to make sure that you have the right influencer. So simply tap the @ symbol followed by the name of the product you are interested in finding. For example, if you wanted to find influencers who talk about fashion, you would tap @fashion, @style, etc. Right? So, and by the way, boss, let me quickly remind you of today's topic. I'm explaining to you how to do product research on TikTok for your dropshipping business. So, another great way is by using the alphabet initials. So simply tap the first letter of the product you are thinking of finding and hit enter. So the TikTok app will display a list of influencers with names starting with that letter. So this is kind of cool. Now, it's important when we talk about TikTok influencers to verify them, to really validate them, because don't let people telling you. This is what I was just talking about earlier. And I said, don't let people razzle dazzle you by saying, listen, I have 50,000 followers, I have 100,000 followers, blah, 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 trying to waste your time, trying to confuse the hell out of you. Looking for the right influencers to help you find new products can seem daunting. After all, countless people out there claim to be experts in their field and have large fan bases. But how do you know which influencers to trust? So one approach is to use the influencer's name to get data about their popularity. To do this, go to social media. not Social Media. Go to Social Blade. Social Blade. And you want to ensure to select the platform you want to get the data from and insert the name of the influencer in the search bar. It will pull up the social media stats of that person. And Social Blade provides detailed insights into an individual's social media presence, including follower count, engagement rates, and more. So with just a few clicks, you can verify the authenticity of the influencer's account. If the numbers don't add up, then it could mean that the influencer is fake or not real. Okay, be very careful there. Additionally, many TikTok influencers already have solid followers on YouTube or other platforms, so partnering with them can effectively reach a wider audience. The next thing I want you to do here is to know the characteristics of a winning product on TikTok. See, the whole thing here is that when you're trying to boost your dropshipping business, you got to be in a situation where you are clearly identifying what a winning product is for your dropshipping business. What products are selling? Why are they selling? When are they selling? Okay, and how often those customers are, like, how likely can those customers become like lifelong customers? It's important. See, repeat business establishes a strong foundation in terms of dropshipping revenue. That's what you want. You want to stabilize your revenue in your dropshipping business so you can scale. Because if you don't stabilize your dropshipping revenue, you can never scale. You can never have the resources to move from point A to point Z. Okay, so whether it is a video ad or an image post, the product needs to have some key features to grab people's attention quickly. So when we talk about winning products on TikTok or on any social media platform for that matter, celerity, speed, the first 10 seconds are critical. Okay, so the thing here is that the product must be high quality and well made. It needs to look professional and polished to reflect the brand positively. In short, if you want to grab people's attention on TikTok, it needs to have mainly these qualities. So the product you want to sell should attract attention with its unique features. You want to have an evergreen product that will appeal to broader potential clients and suggest a solution to the problem. Okay, so it's also important to keep an eye on the user engagement metrics, such as the number of likes and comments, because they indicate the amount of attention the video has received. Okay, it's all about looking at the primary metrics, but also the ancillary metrics to see, okay, I'm promoting this product, and how is the market reacting to it? Okay, how are they reacting to it in terms of the price, in terms of the product appeal itself, in terms of all the qualities I'm just talking about. So it's important to look at this also in time, because sometimes timing plays an important role. A product might be popular around Christmas or the holiday season in general, and the product might actually might tank around February or March, right? So how does timing actually reflect on the product? Think about that too. You could also do product research on TikTok for your dropshipping business through hashtag product research. The cool thing is when we talk about hashtag, we're speaking about going granular. We're speaking about going granular in your dropshipping business. Sometimes when it comes to dropshipping business, it's really important to go granular. I'm talking about having a lot of details, because to make money, you might have to talk to different niches at the same time. You might have to sell the same products, but actually address them to several niches, because those niches are not the same. Those niches don't work hand in hand. So you have to create ads. You have to have content marketing that specifically is focused on those niches. Okay, TikTok keywords allow you to find, like, you can actually find different products that have gone or are currently going viral on TikTok. And for example, using the TikTok made me buy it, you can find out what products are trending. Again, the hashtag here is TikTok made me buy it. And when you really think about it, this is like a treasure trove of information, because you are able to get free information, your updated information. This is constantly updated. There's no work from you to actually, like, nothing to update here. TikTok does it for you automatically. So in our view, this is a great way to acquire information cheaply and really fast. And this is also a great way to stay up to date with the latest trends and see what products resonate with users. Okay. And another great one to use is Amazon Finds, which show products that TikTok users bought on Amazon. So again, you are actually relying on the users, TikTok users, to give you all the signals that what they want to talk about, and all you have to do is just position yourself to collect that data, to collect that intel, and really act upon it. So this is kind of cool because it helps you set your strategy the right way, set the foundation of your strategy the right way right off the bat, and you're able to also know which sort of hashtag. See, when we talk about hashtag product research, you got to go not only in terms of the primary hashtag around your products, but also the secondary, the ancillary hashtags around your products. Okay, so for example, if you are thinking about sneakers, you have to think about Nike shoes, you have to think about Adidas shoes, so on and so forth. The next thing I want you to do here is to think about the spiral effect method. Now, when it comes to hashtags, there's a lot of potential for marketers, for dropshippers, for e-commerce entrepreneurs to get lost in the woods, right? Because you think about, let's say you have a lot of data, you have a lot of competition, and you have customers who are changing their habits all the time, their buying habits all the time. And I'm talking here about customers in general, not just TikTok users. But the thing is, if you are going to survive and thrive in the dropshipping business, you want to constantly adapt to changing trends. You have to constantly adapt to those those trends. And how do you adapt? Well, by actually paying attention to what's happening, paying attention to what users are posting on the platform, paying attention to hashtags they actually react to satisfactorily. Okay, and when it comes to hashtags, the spiral effect method can help simplify the process and ensure that you find hashtags with high views. Because the whole thing is, you don't want to spend time actually going through hashtags all day long. You go for hashtags that actually have a small number of views, like 300 or 500, and waste your time and money doing that research. You don't want to do that. So you want to go for those hashtags with high views. Essentially, the spiral effect method consists of digging deeper by finding relevant hashtags within the initial search hashtags. So we're talking here about what I was just speaking about earlier. That's the granularity, going granular. Okay, you want to have the thoroughness effect. Let me give you. So if for example, let's say you have the hashtag Amazon Finds, then you can actually dig a little deeper within the Amazon Finds hashtag, see what kind of sub hashtags are in there. Okay, for example, you can say deals of the day, or flex is spot, or you can say like anything that is within that major, like the primary, because you have the primary hashtag and then you have the secondary hashtags or the tertiary hashtag and so on and so forth. So the thing here is that you want to see the what kind of products people are actually clinging to, and what are the products that are related to people who are looking for a specific product. This is kind of cool because it helps you get the intel you need to move forward. Let me give you a few pro tips before we actually close to this conversation. The thing is, when we talk about doing product research for your dropshipping business on TikTok, there are 3 other considerations that you need to think about. And those considerations are quite essential because they help you actually have a strong foundation for your dropshipping product research on TikTok. First, you want to think about, you need to expand the age range. So despite the prejudiced assumption that TikTok is used only by people between the ages of 16 and 34, the platform expanded its age range to include people of all ages. I mean, now based on our own research, we've seen that people in the 50s and 60s are also using TikTok. I'm telling you. All right, so when you think about it, TikTok has something for everyone with a wide range of content that can be customized to each user's interest. Therefore, Focus on expanding your audience reach in order to increase the likelihood of getting more product ideas. This is so important because you always want to be relevant. If you want to thrive and survive in this dropshipping business world, in this dropshipping ecosystem, make sure that you always are staying relevant. Okay, you want to sell people what they want. You want to feed to the masses what they want. You want to always train on other platforms also. So if you are interested in actually thriving and surviving in this dropshipping business, follow the patterns of the product. Okay, the patterns that if you are, let's say a product is trending on TikTok, you also want to look how that product is trending on other platforms. What are the patterns? In fact, this is a good indicator that you can use to understand how the product is performing, because you can see whether or not the performance across the board is consistent or sporadic. So like for example, if a dropshipping product that you're interested in is kind of cool on TikTok but not really cool on Facebook, you know that product could be problematic. So you don't want to get into it right away, right? Because you want to have consistency. So make sure that you are, like, you have to do things yourself. This is important. Don't copy someone else's idea altogether. Instead, take inspiration from the trends on other platforms while creating your own unique version of the products. So by knowing which platforms are currently popular, you can decide whether creating a product or service will be worthwhile or beat the competition. Okay, so, and speaking about competition, you got to think about what competitors are doing. What kind of game are they playing? All right, so what are they offering? Competitors play an important role in your product research because they actually tell you what they're thinking. They provide valuable information about the market and give you insight into why consumers choose one brand over another. For example, you might find out that some users prefer a particular brand because it offers a wider selection of products. On the other hand, others prefer a different brand because it provides a lower price. Okay, and you can also learn about the strengths and weaknesses of your competitors' products. For instance, you could discover that some brands have a high consumer satisfaction rate but lack in terms of quality. You can also determine whether your competitors are offering similar products as yours. If so, you should consider how to differentiate yourself from them. It's all about staying relevant. It's all about actually offering something different. Okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. Here is a recap of today's conversation. So if you want to do product research on TikTok the right way for your dropshipping business, I give you the steps. So look at what other brands are doing. Look at the TikTok Ads Creative Center. Use Minia. And you want to find the TikTok influencers, know the characteristics of winning products. Think about the hashtag, hashtag the product research and use the spiral effect method. And I give you a few pro tips in terms of expanding the age bracket, looking at what's trending on other platforms, and look at what competitors are up to. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.